What is going on, people? This is the Witch Doctor, and we are finally back with some more Pokemon Ocean. And before I get into it really quick, make sure to comment down below a water Pokemon you would like to see on Pokemon Ocean, or a Pokemon that has to do with the water. It doesn't have to necessarily be the ocean, you know, it could be like a pond or something, because some Pokemon has to do with the water that aren't even water types. So, just throwing that out there. Anyways, we are kicking it old school today. And what I mean by old school, I mean prehistoric, because we're looking at Omastar today. And Omastar is one of the coolest fossil Pokemon out there. It is one of the originals, and I actually really like the original fossils a lot. So, let's see. I think we'll just go in straight away with what it's based off. It's based off something called an Ammonite. Not an Ammonite, an Ammonite. Now, as you can see here from the picture, it does look a lot like Omastar, and it's actually a very strange looking thing. It's like it has like the Nautilus shell, and it's like an octopus at the same time, which, you know, it's really cool, but it's weird to see this kind of creature. And I don't know if I have a video of it actually in this video, because, well, first off, let's get in with one of the facts. That the first fact is that it's extinct. These died out. I have no idea when they actually died out. I was looking it up and I just didn't come across it. So the name Ammonite is named after the Egyptian god Ammon, or I don't know, it looks like almond to me, but Amon. Oh, there you go, Amon. That's how you say it. And it's this weird god that has like ram horns behind each ear, and just, I guess that's I'm guessing because of the shell is why they got that name. But anyways, they are carnivorous. Some average from around 3 feet, and they do have a group name, which they are schools. They do travel in schools. And let's see. Oh, this one was actually a very interesting fact, is that females grow up to 400% larger than males, and that's most likely to make room for laying eggs. But it's crazy that these things actually, you know, I noticed that in a lot of animal species that the female tends to be larger than males, and it makes sense for the fact of some animals give birth in such large numbers compared to, you know, us as humans, or some other animals who will lay eggs or don't give live birth. But usually the ones that lay eggs, like they lay a lot of eggs. So I noticed that, but it makes sense. So let's go ahead and look at Omastar, and let's get some facts about Omastar. Now, this one isn't a fact, but I just wanted to throw this one in there. This is the very first Omastar card. This is from the fossil set, and I have a gripe with this card, and my gripe with it is that it never came holographic. I always wanted this card to be holographic because I think the artwork looks amazing, and I would just think it would look even better if it was holographic. Don't know why it wasn't, but I mean, we got Kabutops holographic, so I guess that's cool. But I wanted this Omastar to be holographic as well. It looks so cool. Anyways, I'm straying away from it. One fact is that in early English language for Pokemon Red and Blue, Omastar was originally known as Cargo instead of it being called Omastar. And Cargo comes from escargot, which is French for a snail. And the next fact is that Omastar is the only fossil Pokemon whose extinction has been explained. I actually do remember this in the game. It says that its shell was too heavy for it to move, leading it to die from starvation. That is terrible. That is actually, I don't know. That's actually pretty sad. Alright, I don't know if this one is too much of a fact, but depending, I don't know if Ammonite or Kabuto or Omastar or Kabutops, I don't know which one was made first, but if we're going by the Pokedex number, then the Omastar line was the very first rock and water line to ever be introduced. So it was the first one to be rock and water, compared to the other fossils that, or other Pokemon that we get later on that are rock and water or water rock. I don't know. Like, I don't know which is the primary. I'm guessing the primary type is the first one, but you know what I mean. Since other Pokemon were water and rock, so I consider them the same thing. But that's something else to note. And the last fact about Omastar is that it had enough of a bite force to break Shelder's shell to, well, it says here to make a quick meal of it by having their inside sucked out, and I can only imagine how that would look, and I don't want to imagine it anymore. But that's it for today's Pokemon Ocean, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Omastar is definitely one of the coolest fossil Pokemon out there. Not my favorite, but one of them. So if you enjoyed this, please make sure to take a big bite out of that like button. And like I said, comment down below a water Pokemon you would like to see, or something that has to do with the water. You know, a Pokemon that is. Anyways, darkness.